Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Bitcoin back up to 24,600. We were down to 23,600 and something like that this morning or throughout the day. Bitcoin dumping with the stock market. And now we're almost back up to 25,000 again. Like I've been saying, folks, the sentiment has changed. Here's Data. Look at Data Dash. I've been making fun of Data Dash for a while. Look at his video from this morning. This is after Bitcoin dumped under 24,000. Did you get caught in the Bitcoin trap? I'm telling you guys, this guy at Data Dash is really starting to look really, really pathetic. He's so desperate for lower prices because he's been telling his people to sell Bitcoin because it's gone down to 8K. God. There's so much dumb money out there. And he could be right, but it's not looking too good. So we got Bitcoin back up to 24,587. Absolutely incredible. Stock market was down today. Actually, stock market wasn't down today. Stock market was pretty much neutral today. It was up and down, nothing too crazy. It was down yesterday. But you have your altcoins recovering. Cardano back up to almost 40 cents. VeChain basically almost back up to 3 cents. So VeChain wants to hold that level of 3 cents. It's almost back up there. And you got Theta back at $1.20, all our favorite coins. So things are looking good, folks. Things are looking good. Bitcoin gets that major rejection off 25. It's been like 4 times over the last week. And then we just slowly make our way back up. The sentiment has changed. I like it. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to 30,000. Doesn't mean we're going to 28,000 tomorrow. But hey, folks, the sentiment has changed. All right. Cardano price prediction, as new report shows Cardano whale activity skyrocketing. So I've been talking about this for a while. Whale activity has been absolutely crazy on Cardano after that ever since the Vasco hard fork, we've been seeing a lot more activity on Cardano. According to a recent blog post by cryptic analytic firm Santiment, so-called whale transactions on the Cardano blockchain have seen a massive spike since the start of February. In the past few weeks, the number of Cardano transactions with value of at least 100,000 has frequently hit 2,000 per day. In the last few months prior to February, the number of transactions above 100,000 in value per day had rarely gone above 500. This isn't just with Cardano. This is actually for a lot of other altcoins as well. Transactions are up. That shows the bullish sentiment. Not to say we're going into a bull market right now, but we're one step above that misery phase where we were a couple months ago, where Bitcoin was at 16,000, 17,000. That was basically like death and despair. Now we're more into like cooling off. Things are getting a little bit more interesting, a little bit more bullish. Even Crypto Crow, Crypto Crow I've been listening to forever. He's actually the guy who told me about Cardano, not personally, but watching his videos about Cardano, in 2017 or 18, whenever the hell it was. For the last year, Crypto Crow has been saying, I'm not buying any of my Cardano until it goes to 15 cents, 10 cents. I'm not buying. And I think even Crypto Crow can see that probably wasn't a good idea. So Crypto Crow did a major buy of Cardano today. I think he was talking about 37 cents or something like that. So the big money is starting to see, or at least the people who are in the know are starting to see that you might not get those lower prices that you were looking for, that 15, 20 cent Cardano. I was calling for a possible 15, 20 cent Cardano. Well, we got down to like 24 cents. I actually had a big buy of Cardano at like 24 cents, I believe, or 25, whatever it was. But that does look like it was probably the bottom, and you are starting to see a lot of people, a lot of influencers who are talking for a lot lower price levels for coins like Cardano. They're starting to come out right now and say, yeah, they're buying now. So that's good to see. It's all about sentiment. The sentiment has changed. I've been talking about Polygon. I don't know much about Polygon. I'll be honest with you. I know I kind of missed the run on Polygon. Like, I remember Polygon was like 40 cents. When Bitcoin dropped down to like 15,000, Matic got down to like 40 or 50 cents. I didn't buy any. I was buying Cardano. Now you're seeing Polygon, double that, which is one reason I think Matic, it's only like half at its all-time high right now. So I feel like the ROI on Matic, it's almost like buying Bitcoin. It's like you might as well just buy Bitcoin. But there was a little bit of FUD that came out today regarding Matic, and it says Polygon. Well, here's the headline. Polygon fires 20% of its workforce. Here's why. It doesn't really matter why. I mean, it kind of looks like it could be a story, but maybe it's not a story. Polygon, three Indian entrepreneurs founded Polygamy, scaling solution provider for the Ethereum blockchain. Startup Polygon, based in India, plans to lay off 20% of its workforce. Sandeep, a co-founder of Polygon, recently mentioned in a blog post that the layoffs have occurred. Earlier this year, we consolidated multiple business units under Polygon Labs. As part of this process, we're sharing the difficult news that we've reduced our team by 20%. And one of the main Polygon guys was on Crypto Ran this morning. And like I said, I don't know a lot about Polygon. I know I kind of missed the run on that one. I was more of a Cardano guy. I know everybody's talking about Cardano. And I was saying a couple months ago that be careful of the crypto banter curse. A lot of the coins that he shills, they end up having problems like Solana, it turned out to be the biggest scammer held coin by Sam Bankman-Fried. UST went to zero. He was telling everybody to put their money in Anchor Protocol, went to zero. He was like, oh, you'll get your 20% interest, you'll be safe, went to zero. He was the biggest pumper of Luna, went to zero. So he's also a very big pumper of Polymatic. And I've actually made a video about this a couple weeks ago, and I was saying that kind of turns me off because everything he touches turns to shit. Well, like I said, he had this guy to talk about the FUD, the Polygon FUD, and the guy just seemed like a used car salesman to me. Now, that doesn't mean Polygon's not going to go to $1 million. I don't know. I don't have any Polygon. I wish I bought some at 40 or 50 cents. But this guy is no Charles Hoskinson. And he looks like he's a guy from India, which India is scams galore. That's where all the call centers are from India. You guys know that, right? Like call centers, like everybody's getting ripped off. Like it's the biggest place for tech scams. A lot of hacks come out of India. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm just like, I'm listening to him talk. And I'm just thinking to myself, this guy is like a used car salesman. And he's talking about how Cardano's trash in parts of this video, how Polygon's going to take over everything. And I'm just thinking to myself, what was this guy doing before he was in Polygon? I don't know. I guess you guys can look it up. But if you just listen to a little bit of the interview, it's just like, I don't know. It's like it just looks like a guy who was selling used cars before he got into Polygon. So, let's see.
Yeah. That's why this is a very bad news for these, like competitors who are trying to spring up these things because they are going to keep getting the pain. And they will get more pain in the coming days because we are structured better for the next 10 years. That's the thing.
Like I said, this is the guy running Polymatic. Like I said, venture capitalist coin. You saw in the comments there that some guy was saying, avoid Matic. It's all venture capitalist. Everything pumps and dumps. Like I said with Crypto Ran, everything he talks about, Luna, UST, Phantom, Solana, they're all just pump and dumpers. And now I wasn't thinking that with Matic. I was like, Matic's probably a good project. I just didn't get it. I just didn't buy it, so I missed the run on it. But I don't know. This guy just seems like a used car salesman to me. So I'm not a big fan of Matic anymore. I call it the crypto banter curse. I made videos on it. You can look it up on my channel. A lot of the stuff that Rand Nooner talks about, they pump, and then they dump and they go to almost zero. Rand Nooner's a giant sleazeball, giant scammer based out of South Africa. All he wants you to do is buy Bybit and BitGet so he can get you guys on the leverage. Like I said yesterday, he makes so much money for the leverage trading sites. They've given him a Rolex to give away to the suckers who are trading on his channel. So anyway, yeah, this video, like I said, I didn't know much about Matic, but after hearing this video, I just don't like this guy, and I think Matic in the coming years, it could end up being just like Luna or Solana or Phantom, just like a pump and dumper. I mean, this guy's in charge of things. I could see this guy doing something stupid, doing something shady, and just crashing Matic like 80% or something like that. So that's my thought on Matic. I could be wrong. Like I said, I missed the run on Matic, but I don't like it. I don't like it. This is pretty much what it comes down to. All right, let's see what else is going on. I think that's pretty much it, folks. Bitcoin back up to 24,600. We were down. We dumped like $1,300 or $1,400, and now we're climbing back up. I mean, it almost looks like we're gonna be back up at $25,000 at some point tonight. It just goes to show that the sentiment has changed. yeah, Bitcoin gets rejected off 25, but it slowly climbs back up, and eventually we're going to go over $25,000, and there's not going to be people taking profits, and we're going to blast past $25,000, maybe up to $28,000. Is it going to be this month, next month, and a month after? I don't know, but you can't lie that the sentiment has changed and that the altcoins are holding up relatively well, with all things going on in the world, and with the stock market. So that's pretty much it, folks. Talk to you later. Like and subscribe.